Welcome to a new series here on the channel. MyNBA not going anywhere. We have a new series here, Expansion MyNBA. And this series, we're going to be taking on a expansions franchise in New Jersey. Basketball returns to New Jersey, and basketball begins in Las Vegas now. We have the New Jersey Atlantics and the Las Vegas Flamingos. Here is the roster that we have put together and went through the draft, and we protected 14 players for every team, the most that we could do. And actually, I think it was the right decision for us to do that. But just because I think it's the best way to make sure the players in the expansion draft aren't too good. So we come in here, and our first game taking on the Flamingos. This is the first matchup between the two expansion teams here. And we're a little bit, not midway through the NBA season, but we're a decent bit into it. We are clearly not very good. This series, we are not going to use a real draft class. Shout out to whoever actually made these teams. So we make a 3 there with Mike Conley. I honestly am completely blanking on your name. I will try to get you mentioned in the next video, whoever made these, but you did a great job. These are really good looking teams. I did not make any teams just because for me, it takes way too long for logos to get uploaded onto the 2K share, as they missed a 3 right there. It takes almost 2 to 3 days to do that, and it's just, that's just not fast enough for me. I just don't feel like waiting, and so, yeah. That's why I didn't make my own team. I usually do make my own teams for this. I mean, I do it for college football and things like that, but not in this game. So we are, a little bit back and forth here with this Flamingos team, and we're going to find Wagner underneath, and he just can't cash in. So neither of these teams are particularly good. We're both going to be picking in the lottery probably. Potentially high lottery picks. We do have some players on this team that could fetch some trade value, right? I think John Collins is a guy that could fetch some value for us, is to make a mid-range jumper with PJ Washington. So that's kind of the idea when I was putting this team together. I didn't want to take Zach LaVine because we already did a series, or we already have done a series where we traded Zach LaVine and things like that. So decided not to do that. I made sure to try to not take players that we're already familiar with from the Kings MyNBA. I want this to feel a lot different. Zach LaVine slams that one down. I have to say, why does the CPU get the cool replays? But yeah, not sure why that is. But either way, we have AJ Green here, which I like AJ Green, actually. He seems like a pretty decent player. We're not going to build the team around AJ Green, clearly, but we do plan on keeping AJ Green around because he has a really, really nice jumper, and I do like that. But John Collins, getting back to players who could be traded, John Collins definitely fits the build of a guy that I think we could move. And potentially get some assets for. But Colin Sexton is another guy that I think we could move. Potentially maybe get some assets for as well, because all these guys are free agents, right? These are expiring contracts. They're not going to be here long term for us, and we do have the ability to go out here and try to make some trades later and get some draft capital. And then look at this shot. I mean, just tip out, rebound, 3-pointer. Crazy stuff right there. Again, back and forth game. We're gonna get this ball to Pat Spencer. I believe Cam Spencer, the other Spencer, is on this Flamingos team. So we got two brothers going at it here. Fred VanVleet gets it down low, misses the shot. We got Rui Hachimura here, and we just drive right to the rim. Nice layup right there. Flicks it up, makes the shot, and we are in a pretty good dogfight here. We're gonna find Hachimura again. Hits the 3 right there. So Rui Hachimura finding a pretty nice spot here on this Atlantics team. Hachimura drives in, hits that layup right there. So could be a guy that, I don't know if we build around, but it could be just a solid piece for us. And we're a team that needs that. And then you got Mike Conley just playing nice basketball. Ethical hoops is Mike Conley. And then Mo Wagner struggles to stay with Vucevic right there. I feel like it's very hard at times when you're using like normal players in 2K to kind of defend that sort of stuff. If you're using like a my player, it's pretty easy because you got all your badges and stuff and ratings and things. But you're using like a normal player, not very good. And then another 3 right there for McCollum. So things are, like again, back and forth. But here's AJ Green again for 3. And AJ Green, Roy Hachimura, those are 2 guys I want to keep around. We definitely need to find ourselves a star player. We don't have that. We give up another 3. We don't have any star players, right? That's kind of the thing with expansion teams. You don't have that. We're going to find Colin Sexton. You either have to trade for one or sign for one. And it's tough to sign for those type of players nowadays because they don't hit free agency that much anymore. They actually don't hit the market. They usually just get traded to their preferred destination and things like that. So that's why we have to get some picks, right? That's what we're going to have to do. So 57-56, midway, or basically the end of the third quarter here. And they are still on our you-know-what. This is a deep 3. Not a very good shot right there from the CPU, but Mike Conley, fast break opportunity, goes up, misses the shot, but does get fouled on the play. So that does give us an opportunity here to get some more points here. Conley makes that one, gets the 10 points on the night. Conley going to go up again, makes both of them, 59-56. Say that he's still in the league and he still is such a solid player. Another play here for AJ Green. He hits the 3, puts it in, 62-56 right there. Again, I've been talking him up all game, but AJ Green is very good. Great, really good shooter, perfect for us. Play some good defense right here, get the rebound. Now Conley going to try to direct some traffic here. Nice, beautiful pass right there from Mike Conley. I wasn't sure if I could make that pass, but I think Conley just has such good passing ratings and badges that he was able to fit that in right there. And here is nice rebound right there. Conley again, just going to put that pass in there. Beautiful look right there from John Collins. So easy with Mike Conley threading the needle on the pass. And then we have Kalkbrenner, who played very well for us in this game, to the point where it's like, I am definitely, for sure, potentially looking to trade some of these centers because he is very good. 66-59, Hachimura, pick and roll, too easy right there, gets to the rim, and 68-59 now. And we're starting to pull away a little bit here. As Levine gets to the rim, was able to get by Hachimura. Lower center of gravity, I guess. I don't know. When we get back to Hachimura, he drives right in, cuts through the defense, slams it down, and we are looking good right now. And we come back again. Levine drives in, hits that shot, and they're trying to fight here. 72-65. Colin Sexton kicked this one back out to Wagner, able to drive by Vucevic, slams that one down. And there we go. We are looking really good here. 76-65, up 11, but still is a game. Levine for 3, cashes in right there, cuts the lead down now. And we're going to come back here again. Colin Sexton. We're going to run a play to who? Well, you know who. It's to Roy Hachimura. And he hits that 3. A little bounce right there, but still able to get the put in. 79-68. So here come the Flamingos. 3 from Levine. That one rims out. We push it up here to Hachimura. Hachimura, fast break opportunity. Can't get it to go. Can't cash in. We pass it here to Spencer. Spencer for 3. He's able to hit that one. 82-68 now. So do or die right here for the Flamingos. They got to get something going here. 3-point opportunity for Vucevic. That one rims out. We get the rebound. Spencer brings the ball up the court. We're going to drive, bounce past the Sexton. Sexton goes up for the lip. He can't cash in right there. So now the other Spencer going to bring the ball up the court here, driving on Sexton, pass to Collins. Issue with that is Collins plays for the Atlantics, not the Flamingos. Sexton gets the layup, 84-68. And this game is pretty much in hand right there. We eventually get to 91-75. We're going to find Kalkbrenner, takes the 3. Not ethical right there for sure, but he gets to 12-6. So Kalkbrenner might be a guy that I want to really focus on here moving forward in terms of being our starter center, because he really impressed me Honestly, his game really impressed me here. We have multiple players in double digits here. So that's kind of, when you have a team like this, that's what it has to look like to win. You have to have at least 3 or 4 guys in double digits if you want to have a shot at it. And Hachimura led the way, Sexton with 16, Green with 15, Kalkbrenner with 12, Conley with 11, Collins with 11, Zach LaVine with 20, 19 for CJ McCollum, Mitchell Strother also with double digits as well. So pretty good game for us in our first matchup versus the Flamingos. So we simulate all the way to February, and it is the trade deadline. So we're going to go and make some trades. Get some of these guys out of here, get them to maybe more winning situations. The first one is going to be Colin Sexton. Maybe they need another guard there in Detroit. So we're going to send Sexton to Detroit for Kevin Harter and a first-round pick. So John Collins, what do we want to do here? We're going to trade John Collins in a second. Look through all these offers. And the reason why I'm doing this is, you know, all these other trades, they don't look all that good for us, honestly. The trade we are going to make is going to be that one with the Wizards. And the Wizards, they want to do this trade where they give me a really young player, and I'm willing to do that with them because it's the best deal. And the deal I'm talking about is a deal that's going to come up here really shortly as I go through all of these deals. I'm not giving up a first-round pick. We're not in position to do that. Paul George, no thanks. But Keyshawn George, and all it cost me is John Collins in a second. And George is a young player, has basically 2 more years of team control. I will absolutely do that every day of the week. Absolutely. I don't even want to pick back. I think that's almost as good as having a first-round pick in this most recent draft for a team like us, for an expansion team. So Mo Wagner, we are going to trade him, and we're going to get 2 first-round picks. Are they top 3 protected? Yes, but I will absolutely take 2 future first-round picks. We can do something with those picks. I'm not sure, but we could trade those around if we need to. So a lot of moves here. Then we're going to sign an extra center just to have on the roster, and that's going to be Bol. I'm going to sign him to he's always been like a decent 2K player. Look at all the cap room we have for the next like 2 years. We can do whatever we want in free agency coming up here. So that is going to do it for this episode here. Next episode, we're going to be doing my ESPN style of broadcast. That's what we're going to do. But for this first episode, just want to talk to you about the series. We are 15-40. We're going to take on the 76ers, and I think that'll probably do it for year number 1. And then we'll get into year number 2 with free agency and all that other good stuff. So I want to thank you guys for watching this episode. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Kings, MyNBA, not going anywhere. Just expanding what we're going to be offering here on 2K. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Again, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one for more New Jersey Atlantics, MyNBA.